Hi, everybody. The self-improvement paradox. Why fixing yourself keeps you stuck in a self-repair mode and the simple 3 steps way out. Welcome back. Have you ever felt like the harder you try to improve yourself, a better body, sharper mind, more productive, less anxious, the more stuck and dissatisfied you feel? You're not broken, you're not lazy. You're just caught in the self-improvement paradox. So what's the core idea? The self you're desperately trying to fix is actually the obstacle. Most self-improvement reinforces the illusion that you're fundamentally flawed and need constant patching. Chasing a better version of you just strengthens the dissatisfaction you're trying to escape. Okay, let's dig deep. Why this paradox exists and supports from the psychology, spirituality, and the law of attraction. 3 everyday examples that trap millions and a surprisingly simple, almost counterintuitive method to break free out of this. Growth isn't about adding more. It's about subtracting what's false. Let that sink in. Subtracting what we falsely thought was the truth. We need to get rid of ideas that we accumulated over the years that are false. We will have a clear 3-step path here to real empowerment that could change how you approach everything. If you're tired of that endless self-help hamster wheel, hit the like button, follow me. Thanks very much. Let's explain about this paradox. The self-improvement industry, apps, books, coaches, often start with the premise that you're not enough as you are. You are broken. This single belief creates the trap and keeps you stuck, giving your power away to something outside you. As Carl Rogers said, one of the most influential psychologists, the curious paradox is that when I accept myself just as I am, then I can change. When we fight our current state, we strengthen it. Spirituality teachers like Eckhart Tolle echoes this as well. The ego, the illusionary, flawed self, thrives on dissatisfaction and striving. Through presence and acceptance dissolves this illusion. The non-dual teachings put it very bluntly. There's nothing to fix. Healing is just relaxing into the ground of being that was never broken. So here's the psychological aspect. What we resist persists. Carl Jung and Eckhart Tolle both highlighted this. Fighting something gives it more energy. We're wasting our valuable energy giving away to something outside ourselves. That doesn't heal us. It traps us to a parasite energy outside us. Look into the universe as a mirror. The concept of the mirror energy is this, that what you put in reflects back to you. If you struggle with your image to make it smile, it won't until you smile first. You must start the smiling first, and the mirror will reflect that back to you. The law of attraction adds another layer. These are teachers like Abraham Hicks. The universe responds to your vibration and focus, not your words. It drops the nots, not this, not that. Saying, I do not want to be broke, or I am not anxious. These keep your attraction on the lap and anxiety. So you attract more of that into your life. The word not, or the wishes of not, attract more of that. You become more lack, you become more broken. When you make wishes framed in negation, using words like not, it backfires because resistance is the signals that you're sending out as a wish to the universe. Growth comes from subtraction, not addition. Thorough simplicity or Taoist yielding point to remove the false beliefs, habits, and ego stories. Brianna Weiss and many modern voices describe it as becoming whole by letting go of what's untrue about you. Get rid of what you've accumulated. When you send out to the universe gratitude and acceptance, you shift from fear, lack, to an empowerment state. Many coaching methods trap you into you're never enough because you keep pointing at the flaw. You focus on the flaw, you're watering it more, giving it more power. It's a downward spiral down to hell. What's the way out? Self-empowerment through radical acceptance. Here's the nuance. This doesn't mean complacency or ignoring real problems. It means acting from a wholeness state, not self-rejection. Yes, in some cases with deep trauma or clinical issues, there may be a need for professional support alongside acceptance, not instead of it. The paradox holds across contexts. So what are the mechanisms at play here? Let's look at them from a different lens. The ego reinforcement is dissatisfaction that fuels the ego's survival. Eckhart Tolle calls it the pain body. From the psychological resistance, stress from self-criticism activates the fight or flight mode, making change even harder. If you look at the vibrational mode, the mirror effect of the universe, you attract what you focus on. Gratitude creates a new signal. This is the exit escape out of all this loop. The hedonic treadmill, where we get used to improvements and chase the next fix, never feeling whole, always running on this never-ending treadmill. The idea that you're flawed in itself is flawed, rooted in fear, not truth. So here are 3 easy daily world examples of the trap and how to force our way out of this loop. Here's example 1. The body image, the diet trap. Daily morning, this is the daily morning mirror or mealtime. You step on the scale, see the number and think, I hate this flawed body. I need to stop eating junk and force a strict diet. The negation and self-loathing creates guilt and stress. Cravings spike. Resistance strengthens them. You fall off the planet, you feel worse, and the cycle repeats. Instead of subtracting the false belief, my worth is equal to my weight, you're adding more rules from this lab. So accept your body now with gratitude as it is. It got here for a good reason. I made the right choices all along the way at every corner, the best that I could at the time. And this gratitude state, you shift gently and with love and not forceful, not self-judgment. Here's another example. The productivity procrastination loop. I keep procrastinating. I'm so lazy and flawed. I must force myself with a rigid morning routine or to-do list, or I'll never succeed. This is the harsh self-talk, creates anxiety and overwhelm. The brain rebels. What you resist persists. And you scroll more to escape the pressure, reinforcing I'm not disciplined enough. Many report spending years in this exact cycle, motivated one day, crashing the next. What is the solution? Accept it, allow it. It is what it is. I love where I am now. Just by the change in thinking, you change the whole situation and move out of it with ease. Here's another example, the anxiety sleep struggle. I can't be anxious anymore. I must stop overthinking and force myself to relax or I'll never sleep. So being anxious focuses the attention on this anxiety. It's a loop, eating itself in a vicious cycle. The paradoxical intention with Viktor Frankl shows the opposite works. Sometimes intentionally welcoming the feeling reduces its power. Fighting creates more tension. Acceptance allows natural release. Millions lie awake trapped in this exact mind loop. So here are the 3 easy methods to get out and the 3 process before you start. So first, smile first. The good news is that escape is simple. Not another 10-step overhaul. Follow these 3 steps daily. Step 1, recognize the state. Pause and notice when you're in a flawed state self mode. Awareness is the very first crack in the illusion. Just say, I see you. Seeing is the very first step. Step 2, accept the current state fully. With no judgment, say intentionally, this is how it is right now, and that is okay. Rogers' paradox kicks in here. Use Baron Katie's The Work for deeper subtraction. Question stressful thoughts. Is it true that I'm flawed? That leads you to step 3. Make the wish for a new state without attachment or force. Frame positively. I'm grateful for my healthy body and naturally choose nourishing foods. I recognize that I have financial challenges right now. I know for a fact it's going to get better now. Feel the gratitude now. Allow time for the shift without forcing it. So here are some daily practices that support this. It's very easy and powerful. Gratitude with mental subtraction. Each morning, Take one thing, your finances, your health, your wealth, your home, and imagine life without it. Studies show this boosts appreciation more than standard lists. That's by subtracting things that you don't want. Another one is do the mirror exercise. Smile first at the mirror, literally. Watch the mirror, smile back. This is an extremely powerful practice. Just sitting on the way in your car in the morning, put the smile on your face for 5 minutes, and you may look silly, but your life will change. I grant you, will guarantee you that it will do. Here's another one. The mindfulness of presence, Edgar Tolle type of practice. This is at 5 minutes of observing your thoughts without fighting them. Take deep, relaxing breaths and just watch your thoughts from an observer outside yourself. Another method is the subtraction method. Weekly release one false belief or unnecessary commitment. Write a list of on a piece of paper of all these negative beliefs and poof, all gone. Burn them all. I don't need this stress anymore. Do them consistently for 2 weeks and notice the shift from struggle to flow. Divine help will step in for you when you clear some of this garbage. Here's some final thoughts. The self-improvement paradox shows us that true wholeness comes from removing what's false, not piling on more fixes. Acceptance, gratitude, non-attached intention are the exit ramp out of this loop. So here's the nuance. Improvement still happens, but from empowered state, not from fear. So what are you going to get out of all this? You get more peace, sustainable change, better relationship with yourself and others. If persistence feels overwhelming, combine this with therapy. Get some help, but don't give your power. You've got the tools that you need already. Start tonight, accept one thing you're fighting, feel gratitude for the way it is right now, then softly wish for the next evolution. Please go ahead, like, subscribe, thumbs up, leave a comment.